chez Chanel, je n'en veux pas. Donnez-moi une limousine, j'en ferai quoi? Pa, pa, la, pa, 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 la.
Napoleon returns, March 13, 1814. Napoleon is in a Fontainebleau palace. His generals tell him that Paris is under siege.
Imperator, Paris on the verge of falling. Mormon and the martyrs are holding on, but the soldiers are exhausted. No, Paris is the heart of France. I will go there myself. Are they here? We are ready to fight until the end. I still hold France's fate in my hands. We will not retreat. He is here. He is us. We fight for Napoleon. Yeah! I have given you victory before. You have served my faithfully. Now we fight one last time. He is still fighting. These men will never surrender. Are you okay? Emperor, you are regret. Our number is too great. Paris, I couldn't save you. I will never forget you. Friends, today we may have lost, but tomorrow, France will rise again.
Toi tu m'aimais et je t'aimais.
Hello everyone, today we will talk about Napoleon Bonaparte Battle of Paris. Napoleon I Bonaparte was a French military leader and statesman emperor of France 1804-1815. He was born on August 15, 1669 in Ajaccio on the island of Corsica. He started his military service in 1785 as a second lieutenant of artillery and became famous during the French Revolution. And in November 1699, he led a coup and became the first consul, gradually taking full control of the government. In 1804, he was proclaimed Emperor of France. Napoleon introduced several reforms. His successful wars greatly expanded the French Empire. Many countries in Western and Central Europe became dependent on France due to these conquests.
Hello everyone, today I want to talk about the Battle of Paris on March 31, 1814. Napoleon's army fought to defend Paris against the forces of the Sixth Coalition, which included Russia, Prussia, and Austria. The coalition was led by Russia Emperor Alexander I, Prussia King Friedrich, William III, and Austria General Schwarzenberg. The French army was heavily outnumbered. The battle was intense. But on March 31, coalition forces entered Paris. These led to Napoleon's abdications, and he was exiled to the island of Elba. So cold Paris have been defended. If Napoleon's army had been strongest, would the outcome have been different? What do you think?
In 1814, Napoleon was removed from power and sent into exile on the island of Elba. However, he never gave up hope of regaining his return. On February 26, 1815, he escaped from Elba and returning to France. Many of his former soldiers and supporters joined him. On March 20, without any battle, Napoleon entered Paris and took power once again. His period is known as the 100 Days.
I want to talk about Napoleon's return to France was a clear sign of his charisma and the military talent. On his way to Paris, many troops were sent to stop him. However, his words alone were enough to bring them to his side. When he stood before his soldiers and said, I stand united. If you want to kill me, do it now. The soldiers did not shout. Instead, they joined him. His return alarmed the European powers. Britain, Prussia, Austria, and Russia saw him as a serious threat. They formed a new coalition and prepared for war. Napoleon, knowing this, started gathering his army and decided to strike first.
Napoleon planned to defeat his enemies before they could unite. He first attacked Belgium, where the British and the Prussian armies were located. On June 16, 1815, he won the Battle of Ligny against the Prussians. However, it was not a complete victory because the Prussian army regretted instead of being disappointed. At the same time, the Marshal Ney found the British and the British at the Battle of Quatre Bras, but failed to stop them. This was a dangerous situation for Napoleon because it gave his enemies time of regroup.
On June 18, 1815, Napoleon fought the decisive battle, the Battle of Waterloo. His army faced the British forces led by the Duke of Wellington. At the first, the French army was winning. However, Napoleon did not realize that the Prussians were coming back to fight again. By the evening, his army was tired and losing confidence. Suddenly, the Prussian army, led by General Butcher, attacked from the side and surrounded the French troops. Napoleon's last hope, the Imperial Guard, was also defeated. This was Napoleon's last battle. After this, he tried to escape from France, but failed.
Napoleon 100 Days is one of the most important events in history. He returned to power and tried to make new reforms, but his enemies too strong. After losing to Waterloo, Napoleon was forced to decide again. He surrendered to the British, who sent him far away to St. Helena, where he died in 1821. So, what can we learn from these events? First, leadership and strategy are extremely important. Napoleon was a brilliant military leader, but he failed politically. So, second, timing and resource are key factors in success. Even the greatest leaders can lose if you do not use their time and resource wisely.
What happened to Napoleon? In 1814, after the Allied forces Russia, Prussia, and Austria and Great Britain invaded Paris, Napoleon lost his power. He had to live in throne, and France started a new government. Paris after the war. The situation in Paris was difficult. The war caused destruction, and the people suffered from food shortages, no jobs, and fear. Firstly, Napoleon leaves power. On April 6, 1814, Napoleon gave up his throne. April 11, he was sent to the islands of Elba. Secondly, after Napoleon left, Louis 18 became the new king. Some people still liked Napoleon, but the government wanted to bring back the old monarchy. Thirdly, Paris in life. People had little food and no money, no work, and the money ports of the city were damaged. There was fear and uncertainty among Parisians. Fourthly, Napoleon returns. In March 1815, Napoleon escaped from Elba and came back to France. People in Paris welcomed him, and the king ran away. But after losing the Battle of Waterloo, Napoleon had to leave power again. He was sent to Saint Helena for away. So next conclusion, Napoleon lost power and a new king ruled France. Paris had many problems after the war. Napoleon came back in 1815, but they lost again and was sent away forever.